Stretching across the Indian subcontinent, from the peaks of the Himalayas all the way down to the coasts of Sri Lanka, sits a hidden network. These are the 18 Shakti Peethas, a collection of highly revered shrines dedicated to the goddess Shakti, the Hindu embodiment of divine feminine energy. If you plot them, you'll notice they rarely sit in the middle of ancient urban centers. Instead, they are woven directly into the natural landscape, anchored in remote hills, tucked deep into forests, or built along the banks of sacred rivers. Every year, millions of people make the journey to these specific coordinates. They wade into these waters and climb these hills, undertaking massive pilgrimages to seek spiritual cleansing and blessings. These temples exist at their specific coordinates because they are fragments of a single mythological event. To understand why this network exists exactly where it does, we have to look past physical geography. We have to look at one of Hinduism's most profound mythological tragedies. The story begins with the goddess Sati and her husband, Lord Shiva. In Hindu mythology, their bond represents the union of cosmic forces. But that union is broken by a sudden tragedy. Sati violently loses her life. Overcome with a grief that threatens the universe itself, Shiva refuses to let her go. He lifts Sati's body and begins the Tandava. The Tandava is a world-shaking dance of mourning. It is a terrifying display of destruction, driven by Shiva's grief. As Shiva moves across the heavens, the physical world trembles, and during this celestial storm, parts of Sati's body separate, falling from the sky down to the earth below. This shower of divine fragments provides the literal, geographic blueprint that birthed the 18 sacred sites across the mortal world. The core rule of the Shakti Peethas is exact. Precisely where a piece of Sati's body touched the ground, a sacred shrine emerged. At the southernmost extreme of this network, her groin fell in Trincomalee, Sri Lanka, establishing the site of the Shankari Devi temple. Moving across the subcontinent, her left eye landed in Kolhapur, Maharashtra, and her hair fell in Mysore, Karnataka. Look to the north, and the map shows her throat landing in Varanasi, in Uttar Pradesh, while her lips came to rest in Kashmir. And anchoring the far east in Assam, her womb fell, creating the Kamakya Devi temple. The specific anatomical part dictates the nature of the temple's spiritual power today. Because it houses the womb, the Kamakya temple is a major center celebrating fertility, while the eye in Maharashtra draws devotees seeking prosperity. These 18 locations operate as an anatomical map of the divine feminine, transforming a story of death into an active, living network of spiritual power. Today, these ancient mythological coordinates serve as massive economic and cultural engines, driving local economies through religious tourism. They act as the focal points for India's largest festivals. During Navaratri and Durga Puja, these sites draw millions of people into coordinated celebrations. Each location maintains specific local traditions. Devotees at Kamakya gather for the Ambubachi Mela to honor the earth's natural fertility cycle, while at the Mahalakshmi temple, the goddess is adorned with jewelry to symbolize prosperity. What were once isolated natural sanctuaries are now supported by modern infrastructure, with ongoing preservation efforts making them accessible to a global audience. Pilgrims travel this vast, multi-state circuit every day. Their movement creates a continuous cultural exchange that links regions of India with neighboring countries like Sri Lanka. The 18 Shakti Peethas show how an ancient myth can forge an enduring, physical map that unifies millions across borders through the power of the divine feminine.